six thinking hats were developed in 1985 by Edward de Bono. He invented this method in order to improve group discussion and individual thinking skills.
There are 6 hats and each represent a different part of the thinking process. The blue hat is also known as the manager. The white hat is known as the facts. The green hat is known as the creative. The red hat is known as the emotions, while the yellow hat is known as the optimist. Last but not least, the black hat is known as the pessimist. First up is the blue hat. The blue hat is referred to as a manager. It is used to manage the thinking process as well as laying some rules of order. It asks the questions such as, what is the subject, what are we thinking about, what is the goal, and can we look at the bigger picture?
Next up is the white hat. This hat considers purely the information and nothing else. You will ask the questions such as, what are the facts we have? What is the information available? You will discuss the facts and just the facts.
The third hat is the green hat. It is the hat that thinks creatively and outside the box. During critical thinking, it will help develop innovative solutions for problems or to consider creative solutions from a creative perspective. It gives the opportunity to express new concepts and ideas. It asks the questions such as, what are some solutions to our problems and what are some further alternatives? The fourth hat is the red hat. This hat is all about the emotions. When using this hat, you can express emotions and feelings about the possible solution. It is used to understand the different emotional reactions, not the reason behind them. The question this hat asks is, what do you feel about this suggestion, and what is your gut reaction to the solution? Next up is the yellow hat, which is also known as the optimist. Under this hat, you explore the positives and probe for value and benefits. You are only considering the advantage of the solution and not even considering the negatives of the solution. Yellow hat asks questions such as, what are the advantages of applying the solution and why do you think this is workable?
Last but not least is the black hat, also known as the pessimist. It is probably the most powerful and useful hat, but could be a problem if overused. It allows individuals or groups to look at the solution and identify the disadvantages as well as why it may not be realistic. You will ask the questions, what are the risks? Why is it not working? And is this solution realistic?
6 thinking hats can help you look at problems from different perspectives one at a time to avoid confusion. By using the 6 thinking hats, everyone in the group will examine the situation from each perspective at the same time. This is beneficial since it allows you to get a more rounded view of your situation. It also allows for more critical thinking in groups or on an individual level. The best way to use the hats is to have everyone consider the situation or problem, starting with one hat and going through every hat one at a time.
Here is an example of how to put the 6 thinking hats to use. This solution would be best used in a problem-solving situation. First, start with the blue hat and define the problem. Next, you will use the white hat to gather all the information and facts. Then you will want to use the green hat to brainstorm possible solutions. Next, the group will put on the red hat and figure out everyone's initial feelings and gut reactions. The group will then want to look to the positives of the solution using the yellow hat, and then the black hat to look at the weak points. After the group has used all of the hats, it will go back to the white and connect all the information. Lastly, the group will use the blue hat to draw a conclusion to the problem.
There are many benefits to using the 6 thinking hats. Some of the major ones are, it allows you to say things without risk, and it also generates understanding that there are multiple perspectives on an issue. The 6 thinking hats are a convenient mechanism for switching gears, and they focus thinking. When groups use this way of lateral thinking, it leads to more creative thinking and improves communication skills as well as decision making. It also creates a better plan and improves team building.